views and opinions in this testimony are my own and may not necessarily reflect the views of New York State partners in policymaking, the Advocacy Center, Cornell University, or the New York State DDPC. Good afternoon. My name is Laura Carmichael. I'm a parent of a 10-year-old boy who has autism. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today regarding the Community Choice Act. Gandhi once said, "The measure of a country's greatness should be based on how well it cares for its most vulnerable populations." I firmly believe in this idea. Our country has made great strides in caring for our most vulnerable people, including those with disabilities, but there is still a lot of work to do. Passage of the Community Choice Act would be a step in the right direction. It would amend the Title 19 of the Social Security Act to provide individuals with disabilities and older Americans with equal access to community-based attendance services and supports. It would require services be provided in the most integrated setting appropriate to the needs of the individual. In many cases, this would be the person's home. Too many Americans are needlessly sitting in nursing homes and institutions because it's the only option available to them. Almost 2/3 of Medicaid long-term care dollars are spent on institutional services, compared to only 1/3 for home and community-based care. Under current Medicaid law, states are mandated to fund care in a nursing facility, but funding the same care in a person's own home or within their community is optional. Because of this funding bias, many people end up in nursing homes or other institutional settings who do not want or need to be there. Individuals or their families, guardians, and advocates should have real choices that let them decide where they want to live. No one should have to leave their home, their family, their community, or move out of state to get the appropriate care they need. We should be looking at cost-effective ways and new alternatives to provide supports and services. Home and community-based services, on average, cost less than institutional settings. And not surprisingly, most people prefer to stay in their own home. As a parent of a child with a disability, I'm very concerned about my son's future and the lack of options we have as he gets older. There's a wave of aging Americans, some who are living with autism and other disabilities, and many of them will need more care than their families can provide on their own. We need to address this issue now. We need to end the funding bias that forces people with disabilities to become prisoners. We should not encourage them to give up their freedom and dignity to get the assistance they need to live. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today, and I'd like to help in any way I can to ensure we pass this bill.